Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am falling behind, but I'm catching back up. This is going to be my Paycheck One budget review and then also my transaction log and what I did in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, my name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting. I also include work week lunches, grocery hauls, and meal planning. I also will have some lifestyle videos. So I just bought a house or built and bought a house in December. So I'll be showing you guys updates on that. And we are also expecting our first child. So I'll also be doing a video or doing different videos on that as well too. So if this is something that you guys or you would be interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we are going to get into August here. And we are going to go over what I had planned for paycheck number one. And that paycheck was going to be for August 13th. So let me zoom on in just a little bit and then we can go over the numbers. So we are going to start off with, oh y'all, I'm just a little out of breath. We're going to start off with income. So I budgeted for this paycheck that I would have $1,283, $1,250 from my main income, and $33 from rollover. And then we are going to put down what I actually received. So I actually had a commission check along with this paycheck, and then I had a little bit less hours because I had to take about 4 hours off because I wasn't feeling well. I'm hoping that I don't have to take any more time off because what I'm doing is I'm not using any of my sick time or vacation time that I'm accruing at the moment, so that I can keep it for whenever I go on maternity leave. And so I'm taking the loss now, but we'll see how that works out. So all of that together came out to $1,804.74. Okay, and then for my rollover, I had $33 budgeted, but I actually rolled over $29.03. And then for other, my boyfriend actually gave me $430. And so that's something that I don't ever expect really. So I got that. And my total amount of income that I had to work with this paycheck was $2,263.77. Oh, don't I wish this was just one paycheck all the time for me. All right, so that is the income. Now down to my expenses. So I have my AT&T bill, which always stays the same. I normally don't have any issues with anything changing there. Before I knew that I was going to get this 430, I opted to not do anything for my buffer this month. So I did $0. Ashley's card got its normal 96 and Ashley 2 got its normal 33. And then I did not put anything towards Wells Fargo because I actually took $1,100 out of our household account to pay off that card pretty much so that I can get ahead, because I'll show you guys in my September's budget, but I did add a significant debt to my budget. And so I needed to make sure that those things were covered so that I was good going forward. So I'll show you guys that in my September's budget. So I didn't need to really pay anything out of my Wells Fargo. My Quicksilver card, I budgeted $278.36. However, I ended up spending $401.82. Sorry, y'all. 82 cents on here, and that did clear off that credit card. So that card is now like at zero. It's not technically at zero because I use my cash envelopes, or not cash envelopes. I use my Quicksilver card to purchase everything, and then I pay it back with my card, but it did close at zero, so I'm not collecting any interest or anything like that. And so my total for all of my expenses came out to $717.35. Um, so those were my expenses. If you are new to my channel, I do a cashless system. So my cash envelopes and my sinking funds and savings are all cashless. I don't take out any money to do anything. It is just a transfer of a button and then the money's in that account. I currently have three accounts. I have a Wells Fargo account, a Capital One account, and then an account that I share with my partner for our household bills. So I just transfer whatever money that I receive in my bank account with Wells Fargo to Capital One, and Capital One literally is only used for my cash envelopes and sinking funds. So for my cashless cash envelopes, I have 5 categories. I have groceries, gas, household, personal, and miscellaneous. For groceries, I budgeted 65. However, I ended up putting $100 into there. For gas, I budgeted 70. However, I did $120, which I'm glad that I did because I want to say as of the 26th before I got paid, I had like $10 left. So that was crazy. For household, I budgeted 20 and I put 20 in there. For personal, I budgeted 65 and I did go ahead and do 65. And miscellaneous, I budgeted that and that is what I did. And my total came out to $335. And this actually looks about right. I realized with my groceries, I was buying more and more groceries, although we hadn't been finishing some of the snacks and meats that we had in the freezer. So for my next grocery haul, it shouldn't be that expensive because I am going to be trying to finish out everything that we have and then just kind of start fresh and just be a little bit more meticulous about what I am buying and putting into the house each week, because it's not like I need to bulk up because I don't grocery shop like once a month or every 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. And it's just the both of us. And although I'm pregnant, I have a weird appetite and I don't eat very much, so I don't need to buy too many things either. So now we're going to go to my cashless sinking funds. So for car fund, let me take this out actually. For car fund, I budgeted $1 and that is what I did. Car maintenance, I budgeted $40 and I did that as well too. I want to say that everything that I budgeted, I did go ahead and put over to all of my sinking funds. These will be changing in once again in September. And my goal is really just I was trying to do a little bit more than I needed to do in terms of like saving up a whole bunch of money for holidays to do a whole lot of things, where in reality all I'm worried about is just buying lights for the outside of our house for Christmas and getting a new Christmas tree and ornaments, and I don't think that that should break the bank at $200. So I think that as long as I'm there or around there, I should be fine. I'm not sure about gifts this year. Just don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll see. But I don't want to pressure myself. Same thing with like clothes. I'm trying to save up way too much or do too much just with my sinking funds. I am trying to compensate when I know that's just not my budget, and I just want to be able to have money in there. So I'm going to slowly get there and be fine and actually be able to use my sinking funds when I need to use them. So that is just going to be my goal from now on, instead of just trying to put money into stuff when I know that I need to be doing other things with it. So I put $222 into my sinking funds this paycheck. For my investments, I actually ended up putting in $15 into Robinhood because later on in one of these weeks, I found a stock that I really, really wanted to invest in, and I knew I wasn't going to remember it, even if I took a picture of it or wrote it down. So I went ahead and just transferred $5 and bought a piece of the stock, and then I was good and I wasn't going to forget about it. So I did $15, and then I did my regular 10 for my Acorns and my IRA, which brought me to $35 in total for investments for this paycheck. Now, I did have some miscellaneous spending. And that was because I bought something at Starbucks one day. I bought something at McDonald's one day, and then we went to Target to pick up some household things, slash baby things, that we just wanted to get that's like not on our registry, and we were just doing stuff. And so that total amount of money came out to $180.83 that I spent within those 2 weeks. And so my total amount of money that I spent for this entire paycheck, which is about 2 weeks, I spent $1,490.18, and that left me with a remainder of $773.59. So this is the amount of money that I'm actually going to be rolling over into my second paycheck. Don't get too excited though, because I wish it was just money that I just had, but I am determined to pay off as much debt as I can and get cards down to zero so I can hide them from myself and just cash flow kind of everything that I have until I get stable next year in terms of the baby and stuff. So that is going to be my paycheck one review. I did just already go ahead and fill in my checking my tracker in already. So these were all of my expenses and everything like that. So I talked about me spending some food at McDonald's. Here I put that I transferred $657, but I needed to take $120 out of that $657 because $120 of that is what Brandon gave me to put towards groceries. So I had to make that adjustment here to bring my account to what it's supposed to be. So I did get paid on Friday, and I got $1196.30. And so I was also short like 3 hours as well too. Y'all, it's been a little rough. But I got $1196.30, and so as of Friday, my bank account is at $1,969.89. I do already have my Wells Fargo technically paid off. I think there's like $80 left on there, and I want it to roll over to the following month, so it shows that a big portion of my account was paid off. But that there's still a small balance. It will not receive any kind of interest, so I'm not worried about it. But technically, in my eyes, it is paid off. Quicksilver is paid off at zero, and my goal is to attempt to pay off my PayPal card, and I have money on my Citi card that I need to go ahead and take care of as well. I don't think Citi was originally on my debt paper. Let me see. No, Citi was not on there. However, last month, was it? I had like last month I didn't have any money for the second half of the month for groceries, so I used it to buy groceries and gas, and then all these like random miscellaneous stuff got charged to that card. And y'all, normally I would go ahead and write that in my tracker, but it was just way too much stuff to write down as to why I had these little things that I needed to pay for. So I just lumped it all up, and I'm just going to go ahead and pay it off. So we'll see in my paycheck 2 review, or my paycheck, not my paycheck, but my monthly budget review for August, if I was able to accomplish that task for my second paycheck. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.